Hey, what's up guys, Nixby1HD here and welcome back to episode number 5 of our F1 2012 Caterham career mode. And in today's episode we have got the Spanish Grand Prix around Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia. So before we get into qualifying, make sure you guys drop a like on the video if you are enjoying this series. Make sure you subscribe for more, and let's get into qualifying for the Spanish Grand Prix. Right, okay, qualifying for the Spanish Grand Prix. Right, okay, qualifying does come to a close, and it is Lewis Hamilton that does take pole position ahead of his teammate Jenson Button, with Mark Webber in P3, ahead of two-time world champion Fernando Alonso in 4th, with Sebastian Vettel in the other Red Bull, qualifying in 5th, Kimi Kobayashi in 6th, with Felipe Massa in 7th, Michael Schumacher in 8th, Kimi Raikkonen in 9th, and Sergio Perez rounding out the top 10. So in terms of where we qualify, it really wasn't a great lap. Of course, going for that spin really didn't help. So we're going to be starting at the back of the grid for this one, with our teammate Heikki Kovalainen starting ahead of us. So let's get into race day for the Spanish Grand Prix. Right, okay, having a look at the race strategy for the race this weekend. We've got 33 laps ahead of us for the Spanish Grand Prix. We're going to be starting on the prime tyres, pitting lap 21 for a set of the options. Let's just jump straight into the Spanish Grand Prix. If you guys did miss the last episode around the Bahrain Grand Prix, I would definitely recommend checking that out, as it's lights out and away we go for the Spanish Grand Prix here in Barcelona. So we're going to go down towards turn 1. Oh gosh. Okay, so we do get past Charles Peak, and trying to see if we can get past De La Rosa in his home Grand Prix. He does get back past me, as does our teammate Kovalainen. Can we get past Daniel Ricciardo? And do we get past Ricciardo? And we're going to get past De La Rosa. Can we get past Carter Kane? Not Carter Kane, Timo Glock, but Timo Glock, he does get past the Rin Carter Kane. we? Can we outbrake? Oh gosh. A little bit of contact there with the HRT. And a little bit of contact there with Timo Glock. And so we are going to give that one another go. Also, if you guys haven't seen the go a little bit wide there. Okay, so we're on to lap 3 now. Go. Okay, Daniel Ricciardo has managed to catch up to us. Surely Toro Rosso is going to get past us. Massa does get back past us. Massa, should I say, does set the fastest lap. As Daniel Ricciardo is just going to go zooming straight past us. I mean, he is in a much quicker car than this Caterham that we are in. Oh no. Way too deep there, going into the corner. Thankfully we did manage to get the car stopped just in time. Brake. Okay, so let's give that another go. Mark Webber now. Let's just put in the fastest lap of the race. So yeah, it's been a little while since we have returned to this series. I just wanted to get up to race 5 in both series. So yeah, but yeah, from now on we are going to be going back to alternating between the 2 series on the channel, which I'm excited about. So, as well as our F125, as well as our F125 career mode, as well as our F125 Racing Bulls career mode, we are going to be doing our F1 2012 we are going to be doing our F1 2012 career mode. So we're 4 seconds. Whoa. So we're 4 seconds clear of De La Rosa, which is good. Okay. Around we go. Okay, so Daniel Ricciardo. He's going to be pitting in about 4 laps time. So we're pulling clear of De La Rosa, which is good. So, as soon as our F1 2012 career mode has concluded, we will be jumping into our F1 2013 career mode, racing for Toro Rosso, who of course that is technically the team we are driving for now, but of course they've had so many different names: Toro Rosso, Alpha Tauri, and of course now known as Racing Bulls. So yeah. Pulling clear of De La Rosa, which is good. Oh no.
We think Ricardo is due to stop sometime in the next few laps.
So Sebastian Vettel now has just set the fastest lap of the race. Okay, so Sebastian Vettel once again setting the fastest lap of the race. little bit of a moment there, but we did manage to get the car going pretty quick there. It is so easy to spin the cars on this game. Okay, so it looks like we have got quite a few cars diving in to the pits. Okay. Oh, Daniel Ricciardo spun. Okay, so we do have to take avoiding action there, and yeah, Daniel Ricciardo going for a spin. So we do manage. Okay, so we do manage to loop the car, and Daniel Ricciardo will get back past us. go. Okay, so we are actually taking time out of Daniel Ricciardo here.
You're keeping up with race pace. Keep pushing.
So in case you guys don't know, so we have decided to swap over our team choices on F1 2020 and F1 22. So on F1 2020 we're going to be racing for Haas, and we're going to be teaming up with Kevin Magnussen, and on F1 22 we're going to be racing for Mercedes, teaming up with George Russell. So yeah, really excited to jump into those. Of course, for our F1 2020 career mode, we have done a custom calendar, so we are going to be so yeah, for the Haas career mode on F1 2020, we are going to be doing a 16 race custom calendar, and then on F1, and then of course on F1 22, we are going to be doing a the full 2022 race calendar. Gotta say, I really do like the Toro Rosso livery. Okay, so we are going to get DRS off Ricciardo. So we're on to lap 17. Of course, we're not too far away from boxing. Of course, we are going to be pitting on lap 21 out of 33. Well, I'll tell you what, we are managing to stay with Daniel Ricciardo in that Toro Rosso. Here we go. Gaining. Okay, so we're on to lap 18 out of 33. Thankfully I didn't I was thinking, oh, probably we'll have to use a flashback because they're not unlimited like they are on F1 25. So yeah, gosh.
Ricardo's 5 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah, I know, mate. Okay, Kimi Raikkonen now does set the fastest lap. Okay, so Ricardo currently 6 seconds ahead of us. Okay, Jenson Button now with the fastest lap.
Ricardo's outpacing you by around 3 seconds a lap.
Okay, so we're on to lap 20 out of 33. So we have got, excuse me. So we have got, we're on to the penultimate lap before we dive into the pits.
Pit in this lap. Come into the pit to the end of this lap.
So we are going to be boxing at the end of this lap.
You're coming up on a group of slow-moving cars. Try to pass them quickly. Ricardo's 5 seconds ahead of you.
So we are
Pit in.
copy. mean, even though we've had quite a few spins in this episode, I mean, overall we haven't done badly.
Okay, it looks like the car ahead is trying to create a gap. He's running full revs, maximum power.
Okay, so into the pits we go. Hopefully a nice clean and tidy pit stop from the Caterham pit crew. Okay, let's go. 4.9 seconds. Okay, out of the pit lane we go. So we're going to come out miles ahead.
So look after your tyres.
So we're going to come out miles ahead of our teammate Heikki Kovalainen, which is good. Oh gosh. Okay, so Jenson Button does set the fastest lap of the race. Rounding the final corner, up to the line. Okay, so we're on to lap 23 out of 33. onto lap 25 out of 33. Here around the Spanish Grand Prix. Okay, Jenson Button once again setting the fastest lap of the race.
Traffic ahead, stay alert.
Okay, on to lap 26 out of 30, 33.
The gap between you and the next car is
Oh, no.
25 seconds.
Oh, I thought I was going to go wide there. Okay, so we are starting to catch up to a group of cars ahead. Okay, so we'll try that one again. So we have got some cars up ahead. I'm guessing they're probably back markers, but just have to wait and see. Break.
Next is Ricardo. He's 30 seconds in front.
Okay, so we have got Pedro de la Rosa, the man in last place.
There's a group of slower cars just ahead of you.
Always keep trying to go up to gear 8, but I always forget that these 2012 F1 cars only had 7 gears back in the day. It's Jenson Button once again setting the fastest lap of the race as we're on to lap 28 out of 33. Yeah, copy. Right. Go on, Pedro. Get out of the way, please, mate. Okay, De La Rosa is going to move out the way. Which is good. So we got. As Fernando Alonso now, he does set the fastest lap. Of course, it was Fernando Alonso that did win the 2012 Spain. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was Pastor Maldonado. That's it. I remember now. And I remember that was it. Pastor Maldonado won, of course, taking home his maiden F1 victory and his only F1 victory in Formula 1. And of course, Kimi Raikkonen and Fernando Alonso did both finish on the podium. So yeah, of course. Okay, Charles Peak does move out the way, so we have got the other HRT of Narin, Carter Kane. Rounding the final corner. Okay, DRS off Carter Kane. Even though we do go wide there.
Blue flag conditions. Let the car immediately behind.
Oh my gosh. Right, okay. There you go. Oh my god, this is just absolute chaos. Okay, so De La Rosa, we're going to get back past him, which is good. Okay, on to lap 31 out of 33. Okay, so we have got Sergio Perez going past in the Sauber. But yeah, returning to this series, I definitely have missed it, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting back into my usual routine of alternating between the two series, which will be fun. Okay, so we're on to lap 32 out of 33. I think it will be our finishing position, mate. So yeah, we're definitely not catching Daniel Ricciardo. He is 52.8 seconds ahead. However, let's see if we can get around the outside of Charles Peak, and we do. Nicely done. Okay. So we got Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber battling it out. As Lewis Hamilton will win the Spanish Grand Prix, and we are going to come through despite having a lot of spins in this episode. Lewis Hamilton will take the fastest lap of the race, rounding the final corner, and it is P19. Right, okay, having a look at our race results. Lewis Hamilton does take home the win ahead of his former McLaren teammate Fernando Alonso, finishing in P2. Jenson Button rounding out the podium finishes in third. Sergio Perez finishing in fourth. Mark Webber finishing in fifth ahead of his Red Bull teammate Sebastian Vettel in sixth. Kayumu Kobayashi finishing in seventh in the other Sauber. Felipe Massa finishing in eighth, and Roman Grosjean finishing ninth ahead of his Lotus teammate Kimi Raikkonen. So, taking a look at the Drivers' Championship, Lewis Hamilton, he is still leading the way with Fernando Alonso in P2, 26 points behind his former McLaren teammate. Jenson Button in third, Sebastian Vettel in fourth, Mark Webber in fifth, Sergio Perez in sixth, Nico Rosberg in seventh, Kayumu Kobayashi in eighth, Roman Grosjean in ninth, Felipe Massa in 10th, and Michael Schumacher in 11th, and ourselves in P12, level on points with 13th place Kimi Raikkonen, Pastor Maldonado finishing it in 14th with 2 points, and Jean-Eric Vergne with just the 1 point. And it is just Bruno Senna, Nico Hulkenberg, Paul di Resta, Daniel Ricciardo, our teammate Heikki Kovalainen, Charles Peak, Pedro de la Rosa, Naren Carter-Kane, and Timo Glock yet to score points this season. So, taking a look at the Constructors' Championship, McLaren lead the way, 73 points clear of Red Bull in P2, with Ferrari in third, Sauber in fourth, Mercedes in fifth, Lotus in sixth, Caterham ourselves in seventh, with Williams in eighth and Toro Rosso in ninth, and it's just Force India, Marussia and HRT yet to score points this season. But that is going to be the end of this episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you guys have, make sure you guys drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe for more, and I will see you guys for some more sim racing content very soon.